Now, it's very nice to get letters. Moominvalley doesn't get any service, so this is how they do it here still. However, the postal service is so incompetent that they rarely even get received. Now, it wasn't always like this, except for one little problem that kept taking out postmen.
Blammo! Got another one.
God damn it, little My, that's like the 4th postman you've done this to. If you keep doing this, they're going to up the charge to first-degree murder instead of involuntary manslaughter. Oh my god, he's not dead. Oh god, his legs. Why is this somehow worse? If you pretend you can't hear anything, it doesn't affect you. Everything is fine. Little My is not slaughtering postmen again. Not that you know of. You can't be charged if you don't know. Well, Mama, it cost the postman the ability to walk correctly again for the rest of his life, but we got a letter. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, we got mail. I had no idea it was even coming. Let me see.
Mumble says that she's coming back. She feels that she's ready to cope with little My again.
Oh, dear, I think you mean Mimble, but that's very nice news. Where is little My, anyhow? Trying to frame Sniff for attempted murder?
Don't tell me why, I don't want to know.
Well, Sniff got off, but I was able to frame that weird hairy guy. We certainly won't be seeing him ever again. So, who's the letter from? It's from Mumble, isn't it? Is that crazy finally out of the home for crazy people?
And a few days later, Mimble returned to Moominvalley, armed with newfound coping skills and a hearty dosage of antidepressants, but only because she was over 25. Sometimes, if you're under that, antidepressants can actually worsen your depression. We're all about mental health awareness here in Moominvalley.
There, that's where the safe house is. Oh, Tovslin, will we ever be able to go back to a normal life? Now, Bob, you know that even in private we must use our assumed names. Anyone could be listening. As soon as we're safe from the Groke and the Doomsday cult, we shall live out the rest of our lives in peace.
Are you headed for Moomin House?
Oh god, this is it, the Groke. Close your eyes, the pain will be over quicker.
Well, I am not about to unpack all that, but I'm also going to Moomin House, so feel free to follow me and I won't ask any questions. So what's in the suitcase?
Don't touch it, or she'll come for you too.
You know what? I'm just going to get going. I'm gonna relapse in like a month, I just know it. Mumble! Still Mimble, My. Come have tea, it's one of the 10 things to do in Moominvalley. Alright, I'm giving you a fair warning. I just ran into 2 tiny little chicks with a real suspicious suitcase. I heard them mutter something about a safe house. I think they're either running from the law or running from someone trying to kill them. One of those extremes.
Are you flipping serious?
Yes, they'll probably want to live with you for a while like everyone else. I think they're tiny lesbians. I was kind of getting that vibe. I certainly hope you don't discriminate.
Oh, goodness no. Moomin is bi, and we don't treat him any differently than we would anyone else.
Oh, seriously? I had no idea.
He doesn't lay awake at night panicking about when Snuffkin will leave for the south just because of friendship.
Right, Snuffkin. Speaking of our screwed-up family, come on, little My. You're going home, and we're gonna do it right this time.
I can do this. I can do this.
Okay, bye. Pray for me.
Oh, thank God, I thought that gremlin would never leave. I like her just fine as a friend, but she kills Mailman, constantly stares at me like she's trying to set me on fire with her mind, and eats all the chocolate and the Neapolitan ice cream before I can get any. I can't live with that 24/7.
Alright, knock on the door, Thingumy. No, you. We've been standing out here for 2 hours, Thingumy. We're gonna have to rip this Band-Aid off sometime today. If I die, give me a Viking funeral.
Go on, do it.
Excuse me?
Oh shit, it's the cops! Run!
Why are you so scared? I'm just a policeman.
You answer your own question, buddy.
I'm just here to see the Moomin family. I want to know if they've seen Snuffkin. I just need to ask him a few questions.
Wow, he doesn't even care that we're suspiciously terrified. It's okay, Bob. I think he might be too stupid to be that corrupt. Listen, this is our suitcase. We did not steal its contents from a doomsday cult, and also we would like to report a cult down south.
I hear shouting out here, and no matter how many times I tell my husband and son to please get the door, they pretend they can't hear me.
Please save us from the outside world. It's cold and scary, and there are wolves after us.
Go inside. We just cleaned up the guest bedroom, so feel free to ruin it again.
Thank you.
Every day I feel like I'm going to get my life back, and every day I never do. Here's where you'll be staying. There's no Wi-Fi, so don't ask for the password. Dinner's at 6:30.
Thank you, Moomin. I can think of no safer place to hide our treasure from the Groke who is not following us. What sweet family. I'm sure they'll forgive us if a horrible monster freezes their lawn. This bed smells like gremlin.
We've had some strange people stay at our house, but these two have a suitcase bigger than either of them and are saying all kinds of troubling things. Oh yeah? Like what? Something about someone following them? I think they said it was the Groke, but that can't be right.
The prophecy is true.
I would like to meet them. Oh, hello everyone. Where is she? What are the guests doing? Well, the screaming stopped some time ago, so I assume they're asleep. We think they're fugitives and we need that suitcase right now. Give me what's inside. I will totally take it to the police and make sure to not bring about the Grokepocalypse. Moomin, do you understand anything Snufkin has said in the past 2 years? Like, less than 40% of it.
She's coming. Tovslin, the time of the Groke is upon us. We must ask them for help.
Why is it ominously windy and cold all of a sudden? Oh, our guests are awake.
Moomin, you were right. They do kind of look like Cubert.
Don't be afraid. These are my friends, Sniff and Snufkin, who is very interested in meeting you for some reason.
There's no time for introductions. Everyone must be ready to defend their lives. She's coming.
Who is?
The Groke.
The Groke?
Yes, she's terrible.
Who?
I know who she is. You do. She is a powerful deity that requires sacrifices and treasures to make her more powerful. Once she gains enough, she will manifest into our physical world and freeze it into solid ice for an entire year. She only needs one more gift before the first phase can begin. Only those who have devoted themselves will keep warm, and then when the ice melts, we bask in the new world cleansed of sin that she has given us. That's why I worship her. I really hate the cold, so I want to stay warm when the Grokepocalypse happens.
What the hell are you talking about? You're part of that dumb cult that's after us, aren't you? You moron, the Groke is just some weird cold lady that lives in the woods. She's a mindless beast who freezes anything she touches indiscriminately. She doesn't care if you worship her or not.
You've got it all wrong. It's not a cult, it's my religion. I go and see my fellow Groke worshippers every winter where the High Priestess will take all our money to make Lord Groke happy, and tell us what to eat and when to sleep and to drink that orange juice laced with this powder that will make you a better follower. Oh, holy fuck, I'm in a cult. And this cult god is after you.
Yes, she is.
Well, I've always had issues with organized religion, so if I can shoot something that's perceived as a deity by a large group of people, it would be a good day.
But she's a big scary monster.
If you're a guest in Moomin House, no one is allowed to harm you. Now Thingumy, Bob, go to your rooms. Everyone else find a blunt object. We're killing God. Yeah, no one's getting in here. I'm kind of shaking from the overwhelming realization that the last couple years of my life have been a total lie, so I'm a bit dead inside at the moment, so sure, I'll help you kill the thing I was devoutly worshipping without question up until a minute and a half ago. That's the spirit. Now, to arms! The knives are in the drainer. More tea, anyone? Please, and pour whatever alcohol you have into it. What's the matter exactly?
We're about to be attacked by God.
Oh, the rapture is finally happening? So many years late, too. I'm glad I didn't listen to my wife and get rid of this when Moomin was born. So the would-be Grokepocalypse is upon them. Not nearly as world-ending as Snufkin was led to believe, but it's the end of that joke, so thank God. Look, Snufkin, I've given you a hug and I'm playing cards with you. I don't know what's going to make you feel better at this point.
Who knew it would end this way? Frozen to death by a platypus.
Look, I'm going home. I'm an atheist, so if the Groke is some kind of god, then she can't hurt me, right?
Your logic is flawless, Sniff. Please, by all means, get out of my house. The High Priestess would always tell us that if you made Lord Groke angry, you would be one of the first to perish in her civilization-ending blizzards. But now that I've realized that part was probably just fear-mongering, I'm guessing she just kills you on the spot.
Look here, I ain't afraid of no Groke.
She's here. I'm gonna hit her with a broom enough for me and both of those tiny lesbians if I have to.
There are no such things as monsters. Just a draft blowing the candles out.
Oh my God, would you shut your mouth?
See, there's nobody there.
Wonderful, get out of my house. Come on, everybody, remember to aim for the throat and eyes. Sniff, there's no one here, you Weasley voiced little moocher. Hey, only one of those things is true. Look, there she is! Oh, wow, she is a lot doofier than I was led to believe. Miss Groke, we'd like you to leave, and don't think just because we don't have a stand-your-ground law here, I won't put one between your eyes. Empty threats aren't working, and that's all I'm good at. Listen, I deal with enough bullshit around here, from being forced to temporarily adopt a child that wasn't mine, to magic hats that belonged to a goblin, to having to put up with Sniff, to feeling like I married too early and feeling so trapped in my life I just want to scream. Also, you're killing my roses. Maybe we need a different approach. I don't think threats work on her. Like, she genuinely doesn't care what we do. Here, let me try something. Hey, Groke! Are you maybe a metaphor for the loneliness one feels when they think they're alone in the world and find it impossible to make connections to anyone? Does your literal coldness symbolize being emotionally cold and unapproachable? Like you feel like you have to push people away? Maybe out of fear of rejection or a fear of hurting them? Wow, she really didn't want to listen to somebody dissect her character. Yay, I didn't. I didn't have to watch my father take someone's life or have to go for the jugular myself. Whoa! Oh no, you slipped on her literal metaphorical coldness.
Look, everyone, just forget what I said earlier. I'm gonna make some tea to warm everyone up, like a good housewife and caring maternal figure that married at exactly the right time that was in no way motivated by my pregnancy.
And so with everyone sure that Groke doesn't want to come back for more psychoanalysis, they all went to sleep. Sniff stayed over, much to everyone's delight, and Snufkin just kind of stared into the river until he passed out eventually at 5 in the morning, only to wake up 30 minutes later. Snufkin, are you okay? I don't know, Moomin. I don't know. I feel like a massive tool and an idiot. I devoted so much time and effort and sounded like a jackass, all for some people on a sick power trip, taking advantage of a giant group of other people who just wanted the illusion of a direction in their life. I feel so bad, Snufkin. I don't even know how to start comforting you. You did so much for that group. I mean, you did something terrible just to get a hat. That's the thing. That doesn't even bother me. I was desensitized way before joining Groke's children. One time my dad made me kill a man with a house key. I was 7. Jesus Christ, no wonder you ended up joining a cult. Do you at least feel okay now that you know the truth? I don't feel anything anymore, Moomin.